Raw and uncut.
All right, so yeah, so we 10 minutes in. We'll go ahead and get this started. I don't want to do the countdown again.
That's all right.
That's not our style.
That's not our thing. Okay, so yo, here we are again, Team Buckeye. So we're gonna do well. This is gonna be the official pre-draft list. So the previous one will be completely forgot about, erased, and we'll talk about that at the end. Why we chose to do this new one and get rid of the old one. So just to sum up what we're doing here, we have each one of us put all the MCs in order by list. And then after that, I took whatever number they were, add them together, divided by 3. These are numbers you see on the outside. So this is a value that they got, and then we just put them in order by that value. Right now, we're gonna break the ties. We're gonna talk about our lists, our thoughts, and wrap this up. So I'm here with the same two Team Buckeye guys. They want to introduce themselves or not? They could go right for it now.
This is Earl. That's all I got.
And Rollin from the resource row.
Is this all I got? Your last name, but yeah. So here we are. So we'll start with the 4 or 5 slots. So as you see, 14th for Storm. She didn't even make one person's list, but that didn't change the value any. We have Wash at 13, Black Panther at 12, Luke Cage. We have Anti Spider Man, Seahawk, Iron Man, Cap, Black Widow. Now for the 5th spot, Zemo and Cable tied for with the average of 4.3 points. But so this way we're gonna do what we did before, where we break the tie right now. So we each gonna pick one, and whoever get the most majority of votes will be in the 4th spot. So I'll start, and of course my pick gonna be for Cable. So either one of y'all could take who y'all want to vote for.
I got Zemo.
Okay, so there go Earl. So rolling you the tiebreaker. What you got?
The unenviable position here. Let's see. Yeah, I really like these guys both a lot. I'm gonna edge out. Let's put Cable in seat 4 above Zemo.
There you have
I
it.
like that 11, but
And like I said, it could go either way. Like I said, at this point, not as disappointing where we did our last list, where it was just a huge roadblock and disagreement. So this kind of iron out a lot of disagreement, a lot more with the way we're doing this. So now we have number 5, Zemo. 4 will be Cable. Namor 3 by itself, and then the top there was a tie for the top. So that between Pro Red Spider-Man and Miss Marvel. So again, I'll go ahead and start the voting here. So my vote will be for Miss Marvel for one.
I'll let Roland go next so that he doesn't have to break
Okay.
both the ties.
all right. So I'm going to put aside some trash talk here from the other night. I got a fight night coming up against this guy. You know what? I think Peter's just easier to level than Miss Marvel. There's a little less variance there, so I'm going to give him the top spot.
And finally, Earl for the tiebreaker.
I think both of these characters are great. I think both of them will see play in other formats. Um, so it's hard to break it down. Miss Marvel is a turn right, um, aggressive main, and that's great. But I'm gonna go with Spider Man here. He's you can build him 50 different ways. Um, all good. He can level fast. He can smash. He can build combos. I think he's just all around great.
So here we have it, the new pre-draft, and this is the last and official one. So on the day of the draft, if you're not present, if you don't have a list, and it's your turn to pick, you will get the next available MC in order, starting with number 1, working their way down. So if you do miss it, you could still at least get a decent MC and compete. Um,
Um,
go ahead.
if and we're gonna have at least two of each MC in the pool. Um, with as many players as we have. I think we have 12 signed up now. So that'll create 2 MCs in the pool for each one. So if the first 2 players aren't there, both of them would get Pro Reg Spider-Man.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
good deal.
that's a good point. Yes. So, like I said, unless we get once we get the 15th player, then it would be 3 MCs in the pool and so forth going forward. The only other way the pool would increase if we get in a situation where somebody is being forced to take the same MC twice. I don't foresee that happening, but if that situation does ever come up, we will increase the pool at that moment. So
Hopefully, no one gets stuck with Storm.
Yeah, if their first pick is Storm, they might
right,
get 2 Storm.
right. And they have to be 14 people too, so it's still a lot that have to happen for that to fall into place. So so finally we'll start with you. I guess do somebody want to break down why we chose to change up this list? What's different about this compared to the other one?
Well, I don't think that any of us were very happy with our first list that we made. We kind of came up with the system to rank them, and we hadn't used it, so we used the system, and like I said, no one really liked the list that we came up with. I don't think. I mean, I enjoyed it, but not as I didn't like it, the end result. So we decided we talked a little bit and we came up with another system here.
So yeah, I think the best way to put it, like the last system was a good road with a lot of bumps. So I mean, you can still drive on it, but you're not happy about the drive. So with this way, I think we kind of smoothed out them bumps. So it's still kind of the same process, just a lot more smoother. But you don't get to hear from us as much. That's the only downside.
Right. We need like a huge MC pool to be able to have the fun, happy times from last time.
And so also y'all see, I put the 3 of us list. I didn't put no names to them. So like I said, I mean, if y'all have played us, if y'all know us, y'all could probably guess who got what. Even just from the last 2 tiebreakers we have, you could probably guess who is on what list. But I'll leave that to y'all speculation. The screen been up the whole time, so you probably read it by now. Even one of
And
our
you
lists
can
only got
pause.
13 MCs on it.
Yep, exactly. Don't give me that Storm.
But well, yeah, so because all of us will have Black Widow at the top. Black Widow
Yeah.
at number 1. Like I said, I think 6 is a good spot for her.
I do too. I played a lot of games tonight with one of my buddies, and she's good, but I think I was overestimating her.
Well, I think that once a dagger hits the table, you realize that she doesn't deserve the number 1 spot.
Exactly. That was
Exactly.
my thing, right? Like she's good, but to have that heart of a silver bullet, it's
Like, what is Spider-Man or Pro Reg Spider-Man Silver Bullet? Obviously, it's going to be Anti-Reg Spider-Man on a fight night. But
But besides that, because the palette make a difference too. The palette does make a little bit of difference, so we'll give you a little bit of credit there.
oh yeah,
But I mean, looking at this list, I think everybody falls where they're supposed to be. I mean, I'm pretty sure Earl's still disappointed that Black Panther not above Cap.
Yeah, well, all right. So I told you guys my thoughts on Black Panther,
Right.
and I'm gonna unleash it here. I don't think it's too big of a secret, but the Pixie Maximus combo could be fairly strong in this format, and I think Black Panther has some good card draw, and he's got an out. He's got an out for stand your ground. So that's why I'm a little higher on him than you guys.
Yeah, but I think, like I said, if you compare all lists to the side with the final pre-draft list, you can kind of see we all play our parts in it, and we all got stuff that probably don't disagree with the list you see to the other side. But I think it come down to play styles as well too, because I'm not a big Maximus type player, so I don't think about that when I'm ranking my MC. Where that's a little more on top of some other people's mind.
Right.
And I love negative counters, so that's why I had Black Widow up so high.
That's a fun deck. It's a fun deck.
So one more time going through the list and just getting our seal of approval. I mean, this time we have three experts, not no one and have nothing like that. This is three experts, their opinion, force together, fusion together, and this is the list you got. This is perfection. So at number one we have Spider-Man with. I mean, I can't complain with that. I don't think he's number one, but I can't complain. He, like Earl said, he have a lot of ways to be built, I should say. Number two, Miss Marvel. I mean, I know she's still new, so a lot of people probably haven't got to play her yet. But if you do give a chance, she levels pretty fast and she get pretty big pretty fast. I mean, Namor, Namor, he's pretty good once you play him. I mean, they all. I think everybody fell in the right spot. I don't need to read all the names. People see pictures and stuff. Even for the
Yeah,
people out
that
there who
top
can't
5
read.
looks pretty good.
Right. I would be happy with either of them. So last point. So when it comes to drafting, are there any points you want to give people who drafting? Like what two MCs should they be like a yin and yang type MC? Like don't get two MCs that do the same thing. Any suggestion on what people should look for after they make one pick? What their second pick should be or anything like that?
Uh, I mean, I didn't. I mean, I was just a judge last time, but when we played some sub-in games so that everybody got to play. When I was building my decks, I looked at the MCs and if there was my opponent's MCs to see if there was a way that I could build. So I think what you said is very important. If you pick two MCs that play the same way, your opponent could prepare for you a little more thoroughly.
And then the next question is, do you pick one from each team just to feel like you could have options but I don't know if for those who haven't seen, we doing bonus token for anybody who could pick what side going to get the most wins based on their MCs. So it's gonna be a running scoreboard every time a pro res win. We'll put a point on the board. Every time an anti res MC win, we'll get them a point. At the end, whichever team had the most points, anybody who voted for them will get 2 tokens.
Yeah, so for me, I kind of want to just pick all anti-reg just so I can make sure any wins I get are going to go to the clearly superior team. But at the same time, you also want to make sure you have options so that you don't run into any issues with your opponents. I mean, you don't want to give away any free wins or anything. Also, keep in mind, I think I was the only one last season who took advantage of the fact that you can always swap out MCs from the available pool. So definitely keep that in mind, especially mid-season when you want to, try out a different character or something's not working out for you because you picked Storm.
So I think that sums it up. I mean, I think this is a better list. Everybody, the draft coming up on Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Anybody have anything else they want to plug, say, vent about? We'll take that as a no.
Oh, go read the resource row every Thursday.
Anything from you, Earl?
I got nothing to promote.
And
Go read the resource row every Thursday.
Hey, that's my man.
I do want to promote the our rankings, our Buckeye rankings list as well, just to let people know if you have an event at like your local game store or something. If you send all the matches into Earl, we could add that to the rankings. So it don't have to be just all events or online events. So I know here in Ohio we have an event on the is it the first?
Yep,
The first.
Yeah,
August 1st.
on Sunday, August the 1st. So we will be
At
using
Epic Loot.
at Epic Loot. Epic Loot, and they are also sponsoring some of the prizes in our event. So if you see some of the prizes on list, that because of Epic Loot. But we will be using our ranking list for that, so the people in that event will track them on table. If you have your local events, like I said, we just need the matchups, like the first round, who play who. Send it over to Earl. We'll get that ranking update, and we'll go from there.
Yeah. Just a list of who played and who won, and that's all I need.
Okay, and I think that's gonna wrap it up for us. This is the 7th. Well, yeah, this is the 16th of July. Finishing up, got a new list. You'll see this on a Discord page. I'll post it on Facebook. If you have any questions, you can contact any of us. So that's all we have. Everybody have a good night.